What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back on the post game recap, man. As the Lakers came out here and just played like shit. Excuse my French. Look, this is not acceptable, guys. This is not acceptable on many levels, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm not happy. All right, normally I tell you, well, the Wizards have won 11 out of their last 9. The officiating was trash. Normally I'd say all this stuff, but today this was just this was a car accident waiting to happen, man. Look, this isn't fathomable. We play in spurts. We don't play consistent, efficient quarters. I don't like body languages from these players, man. I'm very hard on Dennis for this reason. One game he gives me 20, 21, and 10. The next game he gives me barely 13, and most of them came in the fourth quarter when the game was out of reach. I don't know if he was tired from guarding Westbrook, but I wasn't happy with the effort on both ends. The interior, we got killed. I told you guys pregame, hey, we need to make sure we contain the penetration, right? We need to make sure we can contain the penetration. And what did they do? The opposite. We allowed everybody and their mothers to come in here and elbow face plant us and get away with offensive fouls and stuff. And we didn't show any backbone, any spine. We let them abuse us in the paint, left and right. There was posters everywhere. It was a nightmare scenario type game. But where we really lost this game, and you guys want to know where? Is our half-court offense, man. Our half-court offense is pathetic. And the rotations by Frank Vogel aren't helping that at all on either side of the floor. But the half-court offense, check this out, guys. Just another funny stat. And I always tend to point this out when we get smacked by a team we shouldn't have got smacked by. They're 28-34. They're below 500. I don't care how many they've won out of the last 11. I don't give a crap. We shot 10 for 34 from beyond the arc. They shot 6 for 18. Guess who won? Now, if you're making the three-point shot, I have no problem with the stupid three-point shot. No problem with it. However, if you're not making the three-point shot, what freaking business do you have shooting 30-plus three-point shots, man? Seriously, we shot below 30% from beyond the arc, and here we are jacking up three-point shots like a bunch of jackasses. And they're not even smart three-point shots. These aren't, I rotated the ball around and found the open man type three-pointers. These are just come up in transition, pump fake, pull it. Come up in transition, one dribble handoff, pull it. Don't make the defense work at all. Those are the type of three-point shots we taking, man. And of course, that's as good as a damn turnover because now they're getting out in transition, attacking the rim, getting layups on the other end. So Frank Vogel with his poor rotations and our lack of half-court offense, man, is really annoying to watch. And this also shows why LeBron James is MVP and he's still the best player in the league because we don't look like this when LeBron is here. Our offense starts flowing smoothly. My man LeBron does whatever he wants, gets wherever he wants, and gets whoever he wants involved. Ben McLemore's on fire, but they were on him like flies on you-know-what because they know he's on fire. And, nobody can create space other than Taylor Horton-Tucker for him and himself. And we're just a mess. We're a hot mess, guys. And it's so disappointing to see the way the Lakers have been lately. Vincent, appreciate you, bro. Thanks for the donation. He said, Dan, I'm frustrated. I think we need a new coach. I hear you, bro, but I just realistically, bro, that's not going to happen. I'm just telling you. I don't like to be a Debbie Downer here, but I really doubt the Lakers get a new coach in the offseason. I don't see it happen. I know he sucks on offense, but a lot of that gets really masked. A lot of that gets masked when the Lakers bring back LeBron James. And I know this isn't going to fall fully on LeBron James because we've already built some really bad habits, right? But a lot of the stuff does get masked when LeBron James is out there, guys. And so my thing is the Lakers just have to get it together because, look, we're playing one game good and one game bad, and that makes nobody happy. All Laker fans want is efficiency and consistency from the players, and we're not getting that from the players, from the rotations. By the way, where is Alfonso Mckinney, ladies and gentlemen? Where is he? He was balling out, and coach is not even going to give him a look. He can't find him 3 minutes in the game? Bruh, that's really frustrating, man. Why did Drummond not play in the fourth? I don't know. Frank Vogel's on some other stuff, man. But yeah, the coach has been really upsetting with his inconsistent rotations. And then he decides to finally play AD. The only silver lining in this game is he decided to finally play AD at the 5, where he's a matchup nightmare for everybody. And of course, my man scores 14 points in that fourth quarter. Oh man, it's just, man, we got to be better than that. Seriously, Frank is pissing everybody off. I read the comments, everybody pissed off. Clement, appreciate you, bro. He said the IQ and the decision making on the offense is horrible. Just chucking McLemore's threes and Drummond post ups. LOL, rotations were terrible too. What's Vogel doing? You're right, bro. And I have no explanation for what Frank Vogel has done. The homegirl said, well, I don't know if there's anything to say at this point. We look amazing against the Nets. Now we look lost, and defense is non-existent. It's been a roller coaster ride, girl. Let me tell you something. You're absolutely right. It's been a roller coaster, man. The emotions are all over the place, man. The emotions. This season has been something else. I'm telling you, the identity is still not found on this team. Sometimes we look like a defensive beast, juggernaut team. Sometimes we look like we love catching elbows to the face and we're not going to retaliate. Sometimes we look like we like opening up the lane and letting everybody come down the lane. And sometimes we give up too many threes. I don't know what's going on with the Lakers, but I will tell you this, man. We better get it together because the season is winding down. What we got, 11 games left? Jose, appreciate donation, bro. He said, how confident are you that we stay out of the play-ins, Dan? Our last 10 games coming up is brutal. How confident am I? Depends what Laker team shows up. Look, first quarter, we had a good first quarter against this team, man. We had a very solid first quarter, and then what happened, right? Solid first quarter, and then next thing you know, they just disappeared, bro. There's really no explanation for the way we played the next 3 quarters. We played like ass. Like every single quarter, they destroyed us. And the thing is, we continue to jack up 3-point shots. Again, I repeat, ladies and gentlemen, we were 10. Let me see the stat again. I don't want to get it right. 10 for 34. What business? If you're Frank Vogel, you got to hold your players accountable. I don't want to hear this shit. What business do we have shooting 34 3-pointers if we can barely make 10? If we're going to shoot 34, I need at least 18 3-pointers, man. At least give me some. Give me. We have mismatch advantages in the paint. Drummond was actually eating in the paint. We didn't feed him enough. Anthony Davis, I don't know if he's still not back or what. He had 24 points. Most of those came in the fourth. It was a nice little silver lining, but it's still not enough. I need aggressive AD to continue to attack the rim, drop step, go, put the defense, on their heels, man. Get to the free throw line. Like what is really going on with this team, bro? Somebody help me out, because usually I got the answers, but today I don't got the answers, bro. This was an ugly showing. I didn't expect this. I at least wanted to see us compete. We tried to make a little mini run at the end. Not enough. It's a lot of stupidity on this Lakers squad that just it's annoying. We need a real point guard. That could be a solution for sure. I will say this. People were really hard on Rondo last year, but y'all see why I loved Rondo, man. He was a true floor general. He made mistakes. He did this, he did that, but he played his role properly. And there was one play when Anthony Davis rolled off of his defender and Dennis had the lob. He didn't throw it up. Instead, we end up with the turnover. Dennis and Anthony Davis aren't on the same page. Can they both score and go off sometimes? Yes, but that doesn't mean they're on the same page. I called this the last game. I said, give me a real point guard, man, because Dennis is struggling creating and playmaking. Honestly, can I be honest with you guys? I'm going to be quite frank. If Dennis walks in the offseason, we're not going to be in that much of a difference of trouble. I mean, we're already in trouble. If anything, I would love to see Taylor Horton-Tucker grow from that point guard position and get better. Sometimes he makes some amazing plays. Sometimes he makes some knuckleheaded plays. But the difference is one can get better, one can't. I really don't see Dennis getting better unless he's saving it off for the playoffs or some crazy. Because when he's aggressive and offensively, he's a beast attacking the rim. But then again, the tunnel vision, he doesn't get teammates involved at the right times. He's not reading the floor properly. He said, LeBron will be back on Friday. I hope so. We need something to spark us up. But even if LeBron is back, the last thing we need is for him to put the whole team on his back, end up getting himself injured. The Lakers have to do a way better job. We have to do a way better job of taking some pressure off of King James. He's going to be back, but in minute restriction, so you can't expect the same LeBron. Look, I told you guys, every game AD's knocking off the rust slowly but surely. Today, what do you have? 24 points. So every game he's increasing and getting better, but he's still not shooting the ball efficiently. He's still missing a lot of like turnaround jump shots. He had a couple where he hit the drop step. He was in the middle of the lane, and he's missing some little teardrops and stuff that he normally makes, man. And so he's still not back. But hey, he's gradually, slowly, starting to put more points on the board. What we need now from him is that efficient Anthony Davis, and his efficiency goes through the roof when LeBron James comes back because he knows how to use them. He said, I miss our shot blocking. The team hasn't been on the same page on the defensive end. People want to say stuff like Drummond is trash and they want to point the fingers and all that. But I'm going to say this. Anthony Davis hasn't been the same at rim protecting since he came back, the whole team, really. Our perimeter defense was trash. We allowed Russell Westbrook, Hachimura, anybody to get in the lane, do whatever they wanted. So at the end of the day, look, it's a team thing, man. Y'all can blame whoever y'all want. I'm not going to engage in that simple-minded conversations. The chemistry is off. I agree with Esther. Absolutely. Finding somebody with some brains up in here. Absolutely. The chemistry is off, and it's you can see that they're still not on the same page. Both Drummond and AD have looked good in small spurts, but they haven't looked good consistently enough to the point where some Fairweather fans are starting to say bench Drummond and put out Markieff or something. And by the way, Markieff has been trash off the bench, which is something I feared. He was so much better as a starter. So I don't know what Frank has to do. But one thing that does piss me off, man, and see, Young Elder is exactly making the point I'm going to make next. He said Harold sucks on defense. That's not the case. Harold's been misused. And he's been, obviously, if he's going up against Alex Len, who's 7'1", and he's 6'7", who do you think is going to win the better of that matchup, man, defensively? Of course. Harold is playing hard, but coach is messing up big time to the point where he's playing a power forward, a borderline power forward in Trez at the center position instead of putting Mark at center and Trez at the 4 or Mark at center and then alternating Trez's minutes with him. Mark hasn't even seen the floor. He could have helped tonight. Maybe some floor spacing would have been nice, coach. We could have used the 7-footer in there. Maybe to, get some rebounds, alter some shots. I'm just like, look, guys, I'm not as fair weather as a lot of people that are saying it's over for the Lakers. Lakers first round exit. Those people are just plain stupid, to be honest with you. Anybody who says Lakers a first round exit, slap yourself right now. I'll wait. You guys knock some sense into yourself? Okay. Lakers are playing bad. We're playing inefficient, inconsistent basketball. Multiple reasons. 1, coaching rotation has been off. 2, Anthony Davis still not fully back. I don't care if he got 24 points. Defensively, he's still not there. Offensively, he's still not there efficiently enough. And 3, this is the worst one, is that we can't get on the same page right now, guys. That's the biggest issue. That is the biggest issue, bottom line. But there is good news. And the good news is for all these idiots that are out here talking about we're out in the first round, the best player in the world is a part of this team, and he's still missing. You plug him in, and you're going to see a lot of the offensive woos go out the door. So, my boy Jared has said, sub DTLF, love the shirt, bro. I'm not even worried. Once LeBron gets back into the league, the league's going to be on notice. Laker Nation shouldn't panic. I don't think Laker Nation is panicking, but there is a lot of fair weather fans that love pointing fingers, and they're coming out here trying to say some crazy stuff like we're out in the first round. No, we're not going to be on that. Anybody who believes the Lakers will be out in the first round is sadly mistaken. I would love to see Clipper Lakers. Ain't nobody scared. Bring them on. Bring them on. Clipper fans getting real happy right now because they've never been so close to a title. They're still not close to a title, though. But, yeah, bring it on. I would love to see Clipper Lakers. See, these are the fair weathers right here. Stop capping. It's over for the Lakers. Yeah, they said that last year when we were in the first round versus Portland. Continue. Do your thing, bro. You're going to be wrong. And the best part is that you won't come back to my channel. You won't come back to my channel when you're wrong. You're only here right now because you're enjoying this, because you're not a real Laker fan. I'm sure you're a hater, matter of fact. He said, Dan, how many balls? What? What are you talking about, bro? Okay, stupidity is going to get blocked. I'm not entertaining it. This is the funny part, man. These idiots only come to the channel when we lose. When we win, they are quiet. Cat got your tongue? Ridiculous. But hey, it's funny to me. The Clippers look good, and I'm a little nervous as a Laker fan. That's fine. Tone, that's fine. I ain't tripping. But you know what? Let me tell you something. This isn't even the complete Laker team. So anybody judging this team right now, first of all, we're not on the same page. Secondly, we're coming off of injuries. And third, we don't even have the best player in the league right now. He's missing. So all you guys out here, man, I mean, you're showing your true colors. It's okay. This is when we separate the real from the fake. During Laker losses, this is when the fake ones come out. So go ahead, expose yourself. Expose yourself. You know, it's okay to be nervous, but it's another to say stupid stuff like some of these cats saying. You know, oh, it's over. We're out on the first round. Okay, yeah, sure. As if LeBron was on the team. If LeBron was on the team, we look this bad, then you might have a case. But he's not even on the team right now, man. You're talking about the best player in the league still. Still. It's just, yeah, you're right, T. Absolutely. They are just bandwagons. They're probably not even Laker fans. A lot of these people are trolls because I don't see these same negative comments when the Lakers win. I only see them when we lose. LeBron and AD need to be 100% if they want to come out of the West. I agree with LeBron, AD. We came out of the West last year when he wasn't 100%, but I know that LeBron does need to be 100%. He's the engine on this team, man. He is the engine. For reals. Like, without LeBron, we go nowhere. And that's just a fact. LeBron is like the Kobe of the team, man. You know, without Kobe, if you subtract Kobe from that 2008, 2019 that made it to the finals, and then the next team that won the championship, we don't make it to the finals or win a championship. That's the same thing. You know? And everybody with the Mickey Mouse comments, bro, those are old. Like, you're cheesy, man. Get out of here. He said, we ain't worried about the loss when the GOAT comes back. Watch out, Flipper fans. Yo, Clipper fans are ridiculous, man. They're celebrating regular season losses to a team that's not even theirs. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. I actually feel better that these clowns are out here on my channel. You guys that were here last year remember that people were coming after me because I said the Lakers were going to come out of the West and the Clippers were looking good or whatever. To them, I don't know. To real basketball fans, the Clippers never look good. But to the fair weathers, the ones that ride the hot streak, they probably thought the Knicks were going to win the championship. You know, that's how low that basketball IQ is. And I like the Knicks, but they're not championship contenders. But still, the hilarious part is they were wrong last year. They're going to be wrong this year. And I continue to look like the GOAT of predictions because I don't really waver during these little dry spells and bad streaks when we're playing like crap. Yeah, I'm mad at my team, of course, but I'm a diehard, man. And I've been here with the Lakers in the rebuilding years. This is nothing. If you were here during the rebuilding years, this little adversity ain't shaking your tree, man. So many Clipper fans on the timeline. This is all of them. All of the Clipper fans came to my channel. That's how you know I'm relevant. They don't have all 7 of them are in the timeline right now. I hear doing voodoo and stuff. He said, to be honest, Lakers need to play really good. Otherwise, it's the Nets from a Lakers fan. I mean, that's your opinion, but that doesn't make it a fact. First of all, the Nets need to worry about the East because they have a lot of mismatch problems over there. If they run into a big like Joel Embiid, they're probably going to get stuck right there. But, you know, hey, at the end of the day, it's your opinion versus mine. We'll see what happens. He said, Trez AD Drummond combo at all times, no small ball with Markieff. Markieff has been trash, but he stepped up last year in the playoffs, so I'm hoping he steps up again. My boy James Caldwell, appreciate you, bro. He said, hey, Dan, tough loss, but these fair weather fans need to realize LeBron on the floor makes us the best team in the NBA. A storm is coming. Thank you, James. Appreciate you, bro. And, of course, your name is James, man. That's greatness right there. But we ain't worried about the fair weathers, bro. I'm here to entertain these clowns all day. The homie says, Laker Nation for life, she says, we just need to keep building chemistry, dude. He said 82 is new to the team, so 83 coming back. He said, we just need to keep building chemistry. We'll be back-to-back champs. See, that's why I love her. Man, she's a real fan. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about, Lakers squad. Hey, here's the thing, guys. We losing and people acting like the world is coming apart. Last I checked, we still in the 5th seed. We haven't moved up or down. And LeBron might be coming back as soon as this week or even early next week. So these Clipper fans throwing a parade just like they did when they made the playoffs a couple years ago, only to lose in the 1st or 2nd round. Ain't nobody worried about that, man. They clowns for real. We got a bunch of jokers in the comment section. He said, Dan, it's games and stretches like this that makes me realize just how important LeBron is. Dude is the GOAT. I've been saying it. He was the MVP since earlier in the season. I've been telling people he's the engine. Everything is ready, man. We got the rims. We got some 20s on a black on black Charger. We're ready to roll, bro. We're ready to hit the road right now. Some tinted windows, everything. We're looking good. It's just the engine is missing. The car can't purr. It can't run without the engine. Bottom line, everybody knows that. And so, of course, people out here like, oh, that's a trash car. It's like, no, it's not a trash car. It's just missing the engine right now. Wait, it's in the repair shop. Once we get the engine back in there, you know what I'm saying? But look, I appreciate all of y'all whose confidence isn't wavering. It's okay to be hard on your team, but if you ain't riding and you ain't dying with the Lakers, bro, you ain't a real Laker fan. Straight up. Anybody who's out here saying fair weather stuff like the Lakers done in the first round, I don't know if y'all were born yesterday or y'all never seen LeBron play, but either way, man, I'm here to educate y'all, for real. He said, we Nets fans also missing the best player, James Harden. He's not even the best player on your team, by the way. So there's a difference. He's the best flopping player on your team. So congratulations, you played yourself. But at the end of the day, we're missing the best player in the league. We're missing the one that your favorite player has nightmares about. Everybody knows KD's scared of LeBron. So, yeah. Why does the chemistry look off? Because we have a lot of new pieces. We got some injured parts we're trying to incorporate. And we have a coach who, quite frankly, doesn't know what. I don't see a pecking order. Sometimes we throw it to AD. Sometimes we let Dennis Schroeder do his thing. Sometimes we're looking for Ben McLemore too much. Sometimes we let THT run the offense. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, guys. The Lakers, LeBron's going to come in here and put everything in order. I know he will. But playoffs is still a different animal. All we need is AD to knock off the rust. First game, 8 points. Second game, 14 points. The third game, he had 18 points. Tonight, he had 24 points. He's getting closer and closer. All we need is efficiency. Everybody knows, man. Everybody knows that LeBron makes everybody that much more efficient. You see how hard it is for Ben McLemore, who's lights out when he's open, to get open on jump shots. Well, not when LeBron comes back. You know what I'm saying? Not when LeBron comes back, man. When LeBron comes back, everybody gets some wide open layups, wide open dunks, wide open three-point shots, man. Everything's going to be wide open because my man LeBron, he draws doubles and triples. Anthony Davis, when he's healthy, he draws doubles and triples. But again, to me, he still doesn't look 100%. But he's working for it. He's working towards it, knocking off some rust, and we're good. He said that's because we don't have a floor general who's going to run the offense when LeBron rests. Well, that's when we hope the role players can step up. But LeBron James is our floor general. He's a point guard. He's somebody who takes over Britt. And again, everybody's doubting and this and that. But we're talking about an MVP of the league. Of course he's going to make a difference. We're talking about one of the GOATs. Exactly. Sal knows what's up. He said, my favorite player is your favorite player's favorite player. He said, is that why LeBron ran from the switched off Steph Curry in the 2018 finals? First of all, MJ, who just exposed himself as not a real Laker fan, so you're going to get blocked because you've been pretending to be one the whole time. Bam. But I will answer your question since it was really ignorant. LeBron didn't run. You know who ran? KD. Ran as fast as he could. Like the gingerbread man. This man ran to a super team that eliminated his team after promising his team that he wouldn't leave them. They would come back stronger. He left the Thunder, betrayed Russell Westbrook, goes to a 73-win team, and then gets no credit for those championships, even though he was a finals MVP, on an overkill team because those were the most irrelevant championships in the history of time. And then he goes to another super team. So you want to talk about running? Kevin Durant is basically the Usain Bolt of the NBA. My man, runner, man. He's a beast at running. I'll tell you that. Dan, what if LeBron comes back and we start wrecking shop? He said, how do you counter folks that'll say LeBron is carrying Laker Nation? No. This team was built around LeBron James, clearly, because my man orchestrates 75% of our offense. You can see it when he's gone. So yeah, LeBron is helping carry this team. He is the main pillar of this team. But at the end of the day, Anthony Davis is no slouch. Again, my man coming off of injury just dropped 24 points, 14 in the fourth quarter. So he's going to carry his weight. He's a superstar player. Don't make no mistake about it. People just have short-term memory loss and, because he's struggling now, they want to trash him. That's fake fanmanship right there. But LeBron is the engine. Bottom line, it doesn't matter. I have no problem with people saying whatever they want to say. That's their opinion. It's like when they used to say Kobe carried us. Sometimes he would. but he still needed the key players and pieces around him to win these championships. That's the bottom line. No one player, no matter what, wins a championship. Johnny Nava, he said everyone needs to chill. Game don't start until the playoff starts. The game slows down. Big man become assets. He said we will shine. Watch. I agree with you. And by the way, Drummond showed me some bully ball tonight, which he's been showing glimpses of. That gives me some hopes because you're like my boy Johnny said, and shout out to him. And thank you, bro, for the donations you've been contributing to the channel. I truly appreciate you, man. So God bless. But like my boy said, the game does slow down. Everybody who's been watching ball and actually has experience watching ball knows that it's a different in a 7-game series. Everything slows down. Strengths get taken away. Strategies switch up. Rotations change. And you play to your strengths. The Lakers' strength is size in the paint. The Lakers' strength with LeBron James is going to be insane. We're going to exploit every single team, and it's going to be fun. He said, Clips are losing by 9 right now. Flippers fans, worry about your own team. Clipper fans are like AIDS, man. They just spread real quick, especially when your team is losing. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, Clipper fans are the equivalent of AIDS. Nobody wants them, but they just start spreading as soon as they see a little glimmer of light of hope. So that's what it is, man. It's a perfect comparison right now. Nobody wants you Clipper fans here, man. Y'all ugly to look at. First of all, probably the ugliest fan base in the league. Number one. Number two, low IQ. Y'all think y'all got a chance every year since Katino Mobley, Elton Brandon, all those bums. Number three, y'all had a racist owner. I don't know how you can get behind that, but hey, that's Clipper fans for you. Number four, beach volleyball for a logo. Who gets behind that? Who wears a Clipper jersey, bro? Who buys that? They couldn't pay me to wear one of them trash ass jerseys, man. I don't care if it's black, red, white, and blue. I don't care if it's American flags, man. Clipper jerseys just trash, bro. Straight up. LA don't want them bums. That's what I'm saying. They belong. I heard Vegas is in the market for a new team. You know what I'm saying? Go over there. He said, Clippers, please leave. Your literally ruined my mood. They can't ruin our mood, bro, because they get happy with regular season wins and they hang selfies. Come on, man. That's some clownery shit. He said only 17 minutes for Trez. That's what I'm saying, yo. The rotations are just wonky, and he was balling out in the first half. Why? Why are they playing a player who just killed it in the first half? 17 minutes. I don't. He said we would have lost with LeBron. Okay, that's a rip. First of all, we probably would have already got to 50 wins if LeBron was healthy all season long. You know that. Get blocked because your basketball IQ is not on the level of the rest of the fans here. So, yeah, we're not trying to dumb it down for you. I'm sorry. If I'm a savage, I got to be a savage because some of these fans are just really, really. Yo, that IQ is like Pee Wee League IQ, man. Does this guy really think that Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal could have beat a team of Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and Drummond healthy? No. Stop it. Vegas don't want them. We cool with our Lakers. That's right. See, not even Vegas wants y'all, man. All right, let's send them out to like Siberia or something. They can use the team out there. It's too cold, man. They need to be indoors. I'm with you, Dan. I hope we get the Flippers first round and shut them up for good. Oh yeah, now I'm hoping for the Clippers, just so that these fans can get humbled. Because really, there's no humbling Clipper fans. No matter how many second round exits or how many times they miss the playoffs, you're not gonna humble Clipper fans because they're. I'm done insulting Clipper. You guys know how I feel about them. I'm not going to give them that much attention. But you know what I'm saying, man. The DTLF, you can tell these people don't watch basketball. They watching bad basketball if they're Clipper fans. That's number one. Vogel has to prove himself again. You know what, Brittany? He does. Because that's just the way LA is. LA is, you're always on a short leash. It's a winning city, and he has to deliver. But the only way I can see him really being in the hot seat is if we had a catastrophic playoff run and we ended up getting bounced like the Clippers in the second round. Then I can see us, maybe questioning his leadership and all that. But even with all his flaws and his poor rotations and everything, I just remember last year in the playoffs, he did really good. He did solid. You guys remember JaVale got killed in the first round? Didn't get to see the second round? That's what I like about him. And then he even started Dwight in some of those games, and Dwight absolutely obliterated Jokic defensively. So he did his job in the playoffs. Maybe this is just him playing like I said, chess, not checkers. He doesn't want to probably show his hand. Maybe he's going to bring out Marcus at the center so they don't game plan for it. And then he's going to have Trez at the 4. I mean, that's what the fans been clamoring for. So I know you guys are tired of Frank Vogel, but he delivered last year in the playoffs. Now, if he doesn't deliver this year, then we can have that conversation for sure. I will be spearheading that charge because I love my Lakers, man. But I got to give a fair shot to Frank Vogel, who just helped us win a championship. So I'm not gonna be as hard as you guys, but hey, I understand the frustration. I'm not mad at y'all, man. It does hurt. Losing games like these hurts, but it's all good. We're gonna, we live to fight another day. Last I checked, we haven't moved up or down in the standings, and even if we go down to the 60 Clippers, man, in the first round, that's 7. That's if it goes to 7 games, which it won't. That'll be 7 games of home court advantage for the Lakers, man. Everybody knows that. So it could be a blessing in disguise for the first round. It could be something that we don't have to travel and stuff. How would that work? We've never faced them because they've never been relevant in the playoffs. So how would that work? Is David Stern going to force us to travel to another city to play the away games or what? What's going to happen? I don't know. But all I know is, look, all I know is that if the Lakers are healthy and we're facing the Clippers, Lakers in 5, baby. Lakers in 5. Because if you take Kawhi Leonard off that series, everybody knows Paul Georgina can't hit lick in the playoffs when it matters. Everybody knows that. Come on, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it, man. Ain't nobody scared over here. Forget about the standings. Anthony Davis said it best. LeBron said it best. You don't want to see us in a 7-game series. Keep that same energy, though. I like it. Dan, I don't like Frank Vogel poor rotations. I don't like Vogel as a coach. We need LeBron ASAP. That, my friend, I agree with. We do need LeBron back, and I can't wait for him. That was an offensive foul when AD got dunked on, and that shouldn't have counted, Dan. I agree with you. But look, every game the officiating has been poor against us. It's been like that. Bro, tell me why they were clearing out. Kuzma took an elbow, fell over, nothing. Anthony Davis took basically, his elbow was face palmed. We got hit and slapped and hit so many times, and then, oh, God forbid they get hit because now we got to go to the review. So it's pathetic, but Lakers got to get tougher. I'll say this. The Lakers, when we get punched in the mouth, sometimes we don't react. If I'm Anthony Davis, I'm going to tell you the truth, man. This is why I miss the old school players. If I'm Anthony Davis and somebody hit me in the elbow, I'm dropping 50 on the kid's head just to prove a point. And that's what I miss, I think, the most about Kobe Bryant. He took everything personal. Anything can get him started and spark. We're missing a little bit of that fire from AD. Maybe it'll turn up in the playoffs. He did that last year in the playoffs. But let's see if he once he knocks off the rust, maybe he'll turn into that aggressive version. Because honestly, like, how can you take an elbow to the face and then just continue regularly like nothing happened, bro? I'm taking an elbow to the face. I might take my elbow to your face, and I want to see some fire, man. He said, Dan, I don't know why Alex Caruso was out tonight. He was out with an injury, bro. But I'll be honest, people have been hard on Caruso because his offense hasn't been great this year. He started off shooting lights out. After he went out with a concussion, he kind of been wavery. But defensively is where I like the kid. Defensively is where I like him. Offensively, sometimes he makes mistakes. But when he's on, defensively, he's always on. I think he was ranked like top 2 in the league as far as perimeter defense. I think he could have made somewhat of a difference. Maybe not. Maybe we still wouldn't have won the game because our half-court offense was trash. But I think he could have been something of an upgrade, man, to what we played tonight. Because, man, tonight wasn't it. And by the way, what happened to Wesley Matthews, man? Has he even seen the floor the last couple of games? I don't remember. Wes has been out for a minute. So he said, hey, bro, NBA really needs to check these refs. He said they getting out of pocket. I agree, Omar. But it's been like that for a minute. It's been like that for years, man, since Kobe was in the league. I remember some of these fouls that they would let go. But see, that again, it was bad news for you if you were fouling Kobe and getting away with it because my man would drop 50 on your head like it was nothing, on a Sunday afternoon. And the Laker fans were so used to it, we weren't even shocked at one point. We were amazed, but we were not shocked. And so, again, I hate to go back, and beating the dead horse, but I want to see a little bit more fire from my team. That's the main thing that was lacking tonight, the fire. We got punched in the mouth, and we didn't react properly. We allowed this team to play hard, and we didn't counter that. So we played hard in the end and made a nice little mini run, but it was too little too late. And again, the rotations, Frank should have put AD at the 5 to exploit some more mismatches and sooner in the game when it mattered. But again, I don't know, man. He said, Dan, I know you have defended Frank Vogel, but he is a terrible coach. Frank has to go. Again, it's all gonna depend on his playoff run. Honestly, we're not even gonna have that conversation. They're talking about an extension with him. So, I mean, you can have that conversation. I don't have to defend anybody. But the reason I'm just being logical, I'm telling you this. I know he's a terrible offensive coach, but defensively, he's a beast. He's got us to buy into the defense, especially when we're all healthy. So he's not as bad as people think, but he's horrid when it comes to the offense. Like I said, there's no pecking order. We're not running any backdoor lob screens. We're not running any sort of motion offense. Everybody's standing around waiting for a player to go one-on-one and eventually turn the ball over or shoot up a brick. And we can't have that, especially when you have a superstar like Anthony Davis. We got to run some nice sets for him off the ball, get him open, closer to the rim, and make sure we execute, man. My boy Vincent, appreciate you, brother. I don't know why I can't highlight the comments right now in this video, but I apologize for those of you that have donated. I always try to highlight you guys, but for some reason my the marker isn't working right now. But it says, who do you think is the best fit as our coach aside from Vogel? Do you have any preferences? I haven't even looked into that, bro. I don't even know who's available, to be honest with you. He said you got. I mean, we do have Jason Kidd and Lionel Hollins in the bench, so maybe they could take over a little bit on the offensive side of the ball, but maybe they don't want to overstep their boundaries. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on there, but we do need some sort of motion offense, man. Shoot, can we run like the poor man's version of the triangle or the rectangle or something at least? Because like I said, it's we rely too much on ISO ball, and when we actually do move the ball, we look great. But I don't know, we just I don't like the offense either, man. I can't even defend that. Was Byron Scott a good coach? Hell no, Jackie. Byron Scott was trash. Byron Scott and Luke Walton will probably go down as two of the worst coaches of all time, not just on the Lakers. I don't know. Byron Scott was a great player, and I hate to rag on him. I love Byron Scott. But his player development skills were trash. I remember young players having good games, and this guy would say, they need to limit their turnovers and mistakes and be all hard on them and discourage them. You want a coach that's going to encourage them when they play good and give them more of a leash and be hard on them when they play really dumb and then yank the leash a little bit. But nope, not Byron Scott. And then Luke Walton, man, the self-proclaimed players coach. Marvin Bagley requesting a trade in Sacramento. Okay, that's how bad it is. If you got a player who's unproven in the league requesting a trade, that tells you that, one, these young players ain't getting the same opportunities. Two, the rotations are trash. And three, they're not good development player coaches or player coaches at all. So as bad as Frank Vogel is offensively, at least he gets the team to buy in defensively. And LeBron, when he comes back, hopefully he restores the order offensively. So that's it, man. That's the bottom line right there. Monty Williams would have been a better option. We went after Monty, but Monty preferred to go to a smaller market where there's no pressure for him. You know, some coaches aren't big-time coaches. That's just the bottom line. Frank Vogel took the check. He took the pressure, and he's going to take the criticism as well. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for everything, man. Thanks for donations. Again, thanks for the likes and everything. Lakers lose. We need to get back on track, but I still have hope because we're hearing rumblings that LeBron James is closer to return. So it's not all bad. Again, we take we take the bright spots for tonight were that Anthony Davis continues to knock off the rust, had 24 points, 14 in the fourth, and LeBron James is around the corner. So that's the two. Those are the two good points that we can take moving forward and stay positive. Oh, another one, the third being that we didn't move up or down in the West. Sure, they keep catching up to us and everything, but we're still in fifth place. So we still have a shot, guys. Hopefully we get this together sooner rather than later, and we can get on the same page. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you so much. Hopefully, you guys have a great rest of your evening. Go Lakers. I'll see you guys Friday for pregame. Unless something else breaks, you know where to find me. And thank you guys for all the support. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day.